Hi guys, welcome to Eagle Jones Gaming page. I hope you all are having a lovely day so far. Today we are playing Call of the Sea Chapter 1. I'm gonna go through all the chapters with you in detail, how to solve the puzzles. Some of the puzzles are more intense than others, some are very easy. Mostly that makes it very hard is if you do not have all the clues to add up to the puzzle, you can't solve the puzzle. So today I will be showing you what to interact to. You have to try to interact with every single thing. That's the best guide I can give you. The more you interact with, the better for you. So we're going to go through chapter 1 in detail, how to get all the clues and how to solve the puzzle. Alright, so one other thing I'd like to let you guys know, you'll see once you interact with stuff, Norah does a little bit of a scribbling sound at the background. That means she is interacting with her notebook. So that is very important. Once you hear that, that's the clues that you need to solve the puzzles with. So each time you interact with something and you hear a little scribble, go to your notebook and just see what the clues are for. Most of them are very simple. She puts everything in one page to make it more easier for you, so if the page is not full, that means you still have clues to find. But I will see you guys soon. Let's see this little dialogue and let's go guys. Let's get it.
Those horrible dreams again. I've had them repeatedly ever since my mother died and left me that music box in her will. Harry
Alright,
said that
so basically we are in the ship right now, almost on our way
disease.
to the island. This is not a chapter yet, but it's very important you start with a little small puzzle right here. So if you are stuck in this section, don't worry, I will help you. It's very easy. You just have to make sure you interact with the right items.
Thank you so much, Captain Hodgson. I'll be right out.
Alright, so
All right.
you'll see on your right side you can just interact with this little small thing. Just keep in mind, if you do open a paper up, you can rotate it. Not every time there will be something behind it, but most of the time there will be stuff behind it to read. One thing I struggled in the beginning, some of the fonts I could not read, and I don't know how I missed it, but there's a read option right here, so it's in a very nice font for you to be able to read. So if you do struggle like me to read certain fonts, that's a very easy solution for you.
It's a relief.
It's not needed to interact with everything. This is simple stuff you can interact with. It's not really needed to interact with that as well. The most important part here is your diary, so that you can get your diary and make notes of it. This diary will be your life. Right, so tab in for my case is to open up the diary. So you'll see right here on the right side, this 506 is very important. We need to remember that. You can go even to your log. You can read through this just as you like, as you please. But then the most important part is your note part. So as you go along, she'll add to the notes. Quickly put up her hand gloves.
I'd better cover up my hands before I leave the cabin. I wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm a circus freak.
And remember guys, it's super important. Not everything will have something at the back, but most of the time they will have. Right, so this is where that little clue, the 506 comes in.
I have the worst memory.
You just go 506.
Thank goodness
Sorry, it's really hard with the mouse. It's really important. It's not going to automatically open, so you have to interact to open it.
Now it's open.
Now this clue is very important. You need to open this one up and rotate it to be able to find this key, which will be needed in chapter 1. Need this. This will be very important in chapter 6.
I saw this island in one of my unsettling dreams.
Alright, sorry, I'm going to skip most of the dialogue. You guys are going to
Was
play
I
through the
thinking when
game.
I
This
brought
is just
all
basically
these
to
through?
show you guys
I think
what you
we'll
can
go.
interact to and yeah, you can go. Alright, so once we open the door, we're going to go to chapter 1.
Okay, Norah.
Chapter 1
From
will
here on
be
out, you're
starting.
on your own.
Lower the motorboat and be careful with Mrs. Everhart's equipment, lads. We'll be back to pick you up in 3 days. I really hope you find your husband there, madam.
I hope it too. I'll see you in 3 days then.
But please be careful on that island. You know what the legends say about it?
I'll take care. Thank you, Captain Hudson.
Sorry if you guys can hear my dog at the background. She is a very, very
Well,
talkative
here
dog.
I am, in the middle of the ocean after
Right, so
traveling
this is
across
how
half
you
the world.
enter chapter 1.
Just
So
miles
basically
away
look
from where my
around,
husband is
nothing
supposed
too
to
much you can do here, just listen to the dialogue
You left
and
a year ago
admire
to
the
search for a cure for my
graphics of this
affliction.
beautiful game.
Letters kept me close to you, but suddenly they stopped coming. What happened, Opal? What did you find? Whatever it was, it led you to hire a crew and set sail from San Francisco to Tahiti, and from there to this place, an island in the middle of the Pacific that the locals refuse to even name. Everything is familiar. So familiar. As impossible as that may sound. Is this the island I dreamed about? This can't be a coincidence. The breathtaking, idyllic island, surrounded by deadly reefs and protected with stakes to keep anybody from entering. Why? There's definitely something strange about this place.
Alright, I'll show you what you can interact with. I'll tell you what is important. Not everything is important to interact with, but it's very nice to get the full story of the game and, you know, just know what Norah says. So once you're on the
Okay,
island,
Harry.
you can interact with
Let's
this
see
little
if I can find any trace of you around
shell
here.
right here. I think it's called the shell.
I know it's just resonance, but
Rotate
I
it.
do love listening to the sea in them.
That's not too important. Once we come here, we can interact with this little ship here, little boat.
A tent. So somebody was on this island recently. A miniature
We can
vase.
interact with this, just
Polynesian
rotate it.
epic.
It's not really needed, but
Beautifully crafted too.
if you like graphics and the beauty of the game,
Well, that's
you
a
can
flute,
enjoy
though.
it.
A flute that the
Little
Polynesians play with
FIFO.
their nose. I will.
And then there's a little note right here. You can read it.
A note written in
Nothing
French.
really at the back.
I only understand 2 words: île and mort, island and death.
This just gives you a little
It must
feel
be a
like, ooh,
warning
death. The game
the
has a
dangers of the
death?
island.
What? So it gives you a little bit of a feel of the game, you know? Alright,
I feel
so we can run in this game
quite
as well,
good.
which is very
I dare say I
convenient
might even
because
walk
some
a
of the
little faster
puzzles
than
are
usual.
super long. Alright, you're gonna have to come to this area.
Those markings
You'll
seem
find
to
this
represent the
hidden
sea. I'll make a note of them in
note
my
right here.
journal. It might come in handy.
If you do not come to the left, I can believe it's really hard to find this clue. This is one of the clues that you get. There's gonna be 6. I'll show you how you know it's gonna be 6 just in a while. But keep in mind, every time you hear that scribble, that's she's writing in the notebook, and the stuff in the notebook is very important. Right, you can run up to that gate, you can interact with it. It's just going to tell you that it can't open, so you need to find an alternate route to open it. You don't really need to come here and interact with these. It's really pretty to watch at. Then on the right side is one as well. The left is a rock. Then here on the right side is one with flowers. That's really important to remember. Right, so once you come to this big gate, you'll see there's a little lever right here. You can just pull it and it's going to open the one side of the gate, but not the whole gate yet. Once you come to this side, you see there's a missing disc and you can't pull the lever. Alright, so in your notebook that you have written down that you need a missing part. So we get that missing part is right here. Remember I told you guys where the key is very important in the beginning. This is where you will use that key that you find behind the picture in that locked box. So this basically gives you a clue where to find this little disc. Now remember when I told you guys you can just explore it a little bit in the game, it's really important. Then you'll know exactly where to find this because you would have seen this part right here. It's right here next to the flowers. You can just pick it up and then you can go put the disc in and we will be able to open the doors. And voila. Right, this was really easy. I don't think you guys will have any problems solving that clue. So let's continue. You'll see on the right side is a little fire area. It's really important to come here to select this picture, interact with the picture. She's going to take the picture for herself. This is all the crew members that went on this trip.
Where are you now? Where is everybody? Where did you and all your crew go?
Very important to interact with this little note as well. Just remember guys, you can put a read option there and you can read if you struggle to read the fonts, which I really did. Alright, this is the part where we're going to be needing the puzzle. Alright, here's your puzzle. You can see there's 6 stuff to interact with. We only found 1. So we know by this time we need to find 5 more. So you can come around this path. You're going to run straight ahead. You will see there's a little wood thingy right here. This is going to be your second clue.
What a beautiful mountainous
This is going to be the mountain. So we have the mountain and the sea. You can just turn around. There's a little pathway here you can take. It's a little scenic route. It's not really needed to interact with anything right here. You can just come here to your right and here you will interact with your third note that's needed.
Rays of sunlight shining through.
And this symbol will basically be the sun. So we have the sea, the sun and the mountain. So you can come just to this right. You don't have to go back all the way because you're going to have a big circle there. And then you're going to go to your left here and you'll see this. It's really hard to see if you come from this side. If you come from that side, it's really easy. But there's another clue right here. And this will be your fish symbol. Oh, sorry, my guys. I thought it's 5 symbols. Sorry, not 6. Right, so you just come to this path right here, where you will find the last symbol. I do not know where I read 5, 6, or saw 6. Alright, so this can be a little bit intense. There's a lot here. You can interact with every single one or try to look. The simplest way is to see there's a bird, few birds on one of them. That's the one you need to interact with.
I'll draw the symbol in my journal.
And then just for your, if you want to, you can come up here. Then you can find out a little bit more of the story. It's like a hidden
from an earlier voyage, long before
note right here. Right, so let's continue. We don't have to run all the way back. We can just come here, open the lever, and this will take us back to where we started with the journey.
That's convenient.
For those special achievements, we're gonna have to come back here after we have solved the puzzle. It's gonna open up the gates, the bridge for us, but we are not gonna go through the bridge yet. We're gonna come back to the boat to have a little
wasn't
special
lying.
achievement
We
done.
promised we'd never lie
If you
to each
guys are
other
like me,
from the
we like to
moment
do
we
all the
started dating,
achievements.
no matter
That's
how
the way
harsh
to
the
go.
truth.
You can skip that part if you like. You can just go directly into chapter 2 and ignore it, or you can just do it, get all of it done. Alright, so how this
Just imagine
puzzle
those slot
works.
machines that Harry and I saw
What
at
we're
the
going to do is
Atlantic
we're going to
Sea
select
Pier.
the sun first,
Polynesian
then we're
version.
going to do a bird, because the bird is close, then we're going to do the mountain, then we're going to do the water, and then the fish. So, the sun is this little symbol, the bird is this little symbol, the mountain is already where it needs to be, the water symbol is this one, and then lastly the fish, which is in the water, is this symbol. Now it's not automatically going to do anything, you have to press the red button. Once you've opened the red button, it will open the bridge for you. In the beginning, I really thought that was dead bodies, but I think that's rocks. Alright, so let's go back. Let's quickly go get that special achievement, which you can unlock but after opening up the bridge. Right, so once you come here, you'll see your boat is missing. What happened to your boat? We don't know. I'm going to interact with this little thing and you will get a special achievement for unlocking this.
Luggage in it.
I already
All my
done it, so
things
my achievement
gone.
is not here yet.
And
It's not
the
showing,
tide
but
was
you
so
will get
weak,
the achievement.
it couldn't have carried
Now
the
we
boat
can
away.
go proceed to chapter
What
2.
happened here?
Thank you guys for watching the first chapter. I'll be uploading the second, third, fourth and fifth and sixth one by one separately, so that you guys, it's easier for you guys just to select the chapters and go on. So you just run over the bridge and just go all the way. It's automatically going to go into a scene and then you'll go to chapter 2. Thank you guys for liking. Please hit the like button, follow, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comment section if this was helpful for you. And I will see you guys on chapter 2.